Hello everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome to Contentment Guide Astrology. This video is about the astrology from 18 to 24 September. So we've just had the lunar eclipse in Pisces, and it's brought some unexpected things into my life. I would love to know if you've had some unexpected occurrences. With eclipses, it can happen before or after the eclipse. It doesn't have to be on the day or even in the week of the eclipse. So these things might still unfold as we progress in time. And this week is full of very, very dynamic energies. As the lunar eclipse, we still have a kite formation in the sky this whole week. And there's a lot of dynamic things that can happen. Basically from the 18th until the 22nd, we have a kite formation between the Sun at the end of Virgo, Pluto at the end of Capricorn, Neptune at the end of Pisces, and Uranus at the end of Taurus. So this is energies of sextiles and trines. So generally these energies are more harmonious and beneficial. As per Neptune, sometimes things can be unclear. There can be deception in the air. So it is also very important to be aware of the fact that with Neptune, even in harmonious energies, there can be things happening where you really have to use discernment in terms of just people or things or situations that may feel deceptive, yeah, try and find your clarity in this, even though it may not always be that easy. So between the Sun, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, anything is possible. I would say this is a week of change in line with the lunar eclipse. Specifically with the Sun trining Uranus, this is a very adventurous energy. You might feel open to new things and experimenting with new things, open to new ways of thinking, changes of direction, seeing different sides of a story that were not visible before, able to really express your uniqueness. Where you may have felt held back before, and new visions for a different future, progressive ideas, and just it's a great time for making changes and new directions. With Uranus, things often happen quickly and we need to think on our feet. So just be aware that Neptune is also in the mix, and really find your clarity, or at least try and find your clarity as best as possible before you move forward. And from the 18th to the 20th of September, we still have Mercury opposite Saturn. And this is a more serious energy with the symbology of Saturn. We might be really thinking about our responsibilities, deciding what to commit to, having more serious conversations and having to make serious decisions, deciding what boundaries to push and where to let go of things, frustrations around communications and responsibilities. We can be pulled into negative thinking with Saturn, so be aware of this tendency as well. And we can find new understandings of wisdom and also maturity around certain topics and experiences. And then with the Sun being opposite Neptune, this adds to the feeling of uncertainty that I mentioned at the time of the lunar eclipse. So uncertainty is still in the air from the 18th until the 22nd, and maybe even a bit later. Confusion, complications, contradictions, insecurity, discouragement. We don't want to hear about these things, but this is the reality. And like I said in the lunar eclipse video, sometimes it's good to be in a place of confusion and insecurity in order to move into that place of knowing. Because sometimes not knowing is the best place to be, because that helps us to stay open to things that we may not have considered at all before. So try and see this as a positive, even though to us humans it feels very uncomfortable to be in a place of uncertainty and confusion. But yes, I invite you to stay open to this. Also, just beware with the Sun opposite Neptune. You can deal with deception, people trying underhanded things to convince you of things that might not be the best for you. So yes, not easy energies to work with at all in this time and these weeks, but real energies of transformation. So between the 19th and the 22nd, we also have the Sun trining Pluto. And this is really bringing depth to this current experience. You can find a deeper understanding in certain parts of your life. Seeing and now understanding patterns and experiences that were previously unconscious can now come to light. You can have an increase in power in certain areas of your life, letting go of what is not working, and finding greater understanding and openness to the more mysterious parts of life. With Pluto, there's always a chance for great alchemy and really transforming situations that were not working into something completely different, and moving forward in a completely new and unexpected way. And then we also have between the 20th and the 22nd, Venus squaring Pluto. And this is also with Pluto being there, a time of great change and transformation in terms of all things concerning Venus. This is beauty, this is creativity, this is relationships. Things to do with women, and the square dynamic is a little bit more of a challenging energy to deal with, but we can find a real deepening in relationships here through challenges presenting themselves. We can find a deepening through seeing previously unconscious patterns that we now understand better. With Pluto and Venus, we can also let go of certain relationships or really transform certain relationship dynamics by letting go of dynamics that are no longer working. But people can also leave our lives, and that is never an easy thing to deal with. But please understand, with Pluto, it always has our best outcome. Because the transformation is so deep that it is beyond our conscious mind understanding. So the deeper understanding of Pluto is that the beneficent energies can emerge only later, after we have had let go of certain dynamics and people and experiences in our lives. So there is an opportunity here for real transformation in terms of relationship dynamics. And This week feels quite complicated. There's a lot of really deep and transformative energies in the mix. There's the opposition between Mercury and Saturn. Um, a lot of awareness is being called for at this time, and trying to stay as grounded and as present in the moment as you possibly can. And I would say take one day at a time. These energies are so dynamic. What I'm seeing in my own life right now is from one day to the next, things are shifting. I think I'm moving in this direction and then it's changing into something else. So we really are being called to find our inner security, because things are shifting and changing on the outside. And I think that is all what is humanly possible for us at this time. And to be with our experience and with ourselves in the most gentle, kind way we possibly can. And having faith in that all the shifts and changes that are happening right now will be for our best benefit in the future. And I know this is easier said than done when you're in it, because transformation can feel so uncomfortable, and letting go of things that we want to hold on to can be very uncomfortable. So be gentle and kind with yourself, be gentle and kind with those around you who are going through challenging experiences. A great time of change, no doubt about it. I drew a tarot card for this week, and I got the World. And the World also really speaks about transformation. She's holding the two wands in her hands, which is a time of magic and alchemy and things shifting and changing. The wreath is a circle, and it really represents endings and beginnings, and the fact that the cycle of life, an ending is a beginning and a beginning is an ending. It's all inherent in what we start, what we stop, what we let go of. And the World encompasses all of that. And then the four figures around the wreath represents the four elements. And so we are dealing with all four elements at this time. We are facing endings and beginnings. The World is seen as something positive. So stick with whatever you are going through. And like I said with Pluto, in the end, you will always come out in a better position than where you were at the start. So I see this card as a real blessing for this week. Stay with the cycle. Stay with the cycle of life that you are in, and take one day at a time and see where this takes you in the future. I really wish you all the best. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I love sharing these astrology insights, and astrology is such a great guide for life and understanding what our path is about and what we are about. I really thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.